Hey guys, what's up? It's Cooper Bros in Arms, and we got a heck of a video coming for you today. If you look down at this table, you will see that there are 11 different pistols, rifles, and a shotgun. And I know you've got to be wondering, what in the world is this man planning? Well, I'll tell you, folks. We're going to be seeing which ones of these guns will go through 1.5-inch rebar reinforced concrete. Now, we've shot 1.5-inch concrete on this channel before, and in the 30-30 versus 30-06 video, which we'll put a little link right up here. And it was pretty impressive, I thought, because both of them went through. So I was sitting there thinking, what guns will and won't go through that 1.5-inch concrete? So we're going to find out. Now, this is not all the weaponry that I have, but this is a good start. If none of these go through, which I'm sure there will be at least one or two, if none of these go through, we have more guns that we can get a hold of. But just to introduce you to some of the lineup today, we've got a 22 long rifle with an extra 22 Magnum cylinder. We've got a 9mm, a 45, 357, 44 Magnum, 50 AE, that stands for 50 Action Express, only available in the Desert Eagle. We've got a 12 gauge with 3.5-inch turkey loads, double aught buck, and just some regular 2 3/4-inch loads, but we'll get to that. We've got an AR-15 shooting 5.56 62 grain full metal jackets. We've got a 22-250 shooting 55 grain VMAX rounds. We've got a 243 shooting the Hornady Custom VMAX rounds. And last but not least, just in case the other guns leave us in the dust, we have a Howa 1500 shooting a 338 Winchester Magnum. Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. So throughout this video, I'm not going to be doing a lot of talking. I'm going to let the guns do the talking for me. Heritage Roughrider, 22 long rifle. We're at 30 yards, and we're going to be shooting that small concrete block on the left hay bale. Let's do it. Yeah, we'll get the proper position here. We don't want to try any fancy cowboy stuff. We left a pretty cute little divot right there. And I was kind of hoping that we'd shoot and be able to find the bullet itself, but I'm not seeing it. So comment down below right now if you think that we'll find any actual bullets after shooting today. All right, we're now going to be firing a 22 Magnum, which, for those of you who don't know, is just slightly longer than the 22 long rifle. Got a little bit more powder in there, traveling a little faster, but same grain bullet, same basically everything. 22 Magnum out of the Heritage Roughrider, again, just same weapon, different cylinder. All right, so an even cuter little dimple here. We've still got a lot of concrete to get through, and you know, that's if we don't hit any rebar on the way. I'm not exactly sure around which point we'll actually start getting through this thing. I'd say probably the 45 ACP, but it might be the 357. Might not even be that. I'm just kind of guessing. This is the first time I've ever done this whole caliber test on a block of concrete like this. Let's go try out the 9mm. Taurus G2C, 9mm, shooting 115 grain Winchester white box. Let's go check it out. All right, so still hardly anything. That's just about the size of the 22 Magnum right here. And of course, this is the 22 long rifle. And I'm not even sure if the 357 will go through at this point. I don't think the 45 will go through because it's, you know, got a little bit more energy, but it's going a little bit slower than that 9mm. Let's go find out. All right, so far, if you can find an 1.5-inch concrete block to hide behind if someone is firing a 22 long rifle, 22 Magnum, or 9mm at you, you're probably going to be all right. But now we're going to try a 45 ACP, 230 grain bullet, fired out of the back-to-back World War champ 1911. I think that one might have done a little bit of damage. I saw a lot of concrete fly off. So still, hardly anything. I mean, hardly anything. So even the back-to-back World War champion, the 1911, shooting a 45 ACP, still not going through. The 357 Magnum's up next. And that's a fast round. It's a big round. And I hope that we start seeing some penetration, because at this point, I really expected some pistols to go through here, some handguns. But I think we might have to wait till rifles now. We'll see. Let's go try it out. All right. Next up is the Ruger GP100 firing a 357 Magnum. Now, this is a 125 grain jacketed soft point. And I mean, it's a Magnum. It's a Magnum. And I would hope that it would go through this concrete. But I don't know if it will. But we're going to try. So, we're not going all the way through yet, but finally we're starting to see a little deeper craters when we're shooting these things. Now, I still haven't found any bullets just laying around here. To be honest, I'm not really looking very hard, but I'm kind of anxious to see one. However, we're going to move on to the 44 Magnum. As Dirty Harry said, at one point, it was the most powerful handgun in the world and could blow a hole right through this 1.5-inch rebar reinforced concrete. I'm paraphrasing, of course. He didn't actually say 1.5-inch rebar reinforced concrete. But I think that we have a chance with the 44. I think. So as you can see, the 44 Magnum is a much bigger round than the 357. The bullet itself is double the size of it. And honestly, I'm not sure that it will go through. I thought by now we would have already gone through, honestly. I thought the 45 ACP was going to be the one. And then after that, I thought it was going to be the 357. So I'm going to start guessing, because it doesn't seem to be working out for me. But the 44 Magnum, all right? What a gun. And we're going to see if it'll go through. All right, the 44 Magnum. Again, we're getting bigger craters, so we're getting there, and we will get through it eventually. I just really thought we'd be there by now. The 44 Magnum. Bear, elk, mountain lion, big game all over Northern America have been taken with this handgun, this one in my hand. Thank goodness I never went concrete hunting, because I would be screwed. There's always a bigger gun. And ladies and gentlemen, I have brought the bigger gun. For I have the most powerful semi-automatic handgun on the market today. The 50 Action Express Desert Eagle. If that doesn't get through here, no pistol will. Let's go get it. All right, guys. So up there, I said that if this pistol didn't go through there, nothing would. And what I meant to say is, if this semi-automatic pistol didn't go through here, no other semi-automatic pistol could. Because obviously there's the 500 Smith & Wesson, 454 Casal, all kinds of revolvers. There's revolvers now that shoot rifle rounds. So what I meant to say was, semi-automatic pistols, this takes the cake. This is the biggest semi-automatic pistol you can buy. And I don't know if it'll go through, but I hope it does. Let's find out. All right, guys. I really thought we'd get somewhere there. And, you know, we got a little further. And I think we hit some rebar, because this is some different colored dust, and I can even kind of see right there that I think that's rebar right there. And I think we cracked it. I don't know. I don't know if that was there or not. I don't know. But I'm going to say we cracked it, because I don't know. But since we hit rebar, I'm going to try one more time, because I've got a different bullet. and we're going to see what happens. And I hope it's for the best. Let's find out. All right, guys. So now, instead of just full metal jacket, I've got a 300 grain Hornady XTP round. And I honestly don't know if it'll make a difference or not. But we're going to try. We're definitely going to try. Okay, so all that really managed to do was wipe out a bigger surface area, but it's still just about as deep as this one. And honestly, I think there was another one here already, and that might contribute to why it's so wide now. I hate to say it, but we're gonna have to move on to the long guns. I thought we'd get through it way before we got to this thing, but I got long guns, folks, and that means we're gonna get through it. All right, guys, so we're moving on. We got long guns now. This is my personal turkey gun, the Remington 870 Express, chambered, or has a 3.5 inch chamber. We are shooting some double aught buck through it right now. Let's see what happens. Now that did some damage. I thought it did some damage. I really did. Back there, I shot, and it seemed like the whole thing would just erupt it. But that's all we got out of it right there. So, my next solution is this 3.5 inch turkey load. And, you know, we might not get much out of it. But I'm gonna put an extra full choke on here. We're gonna send it through, and we're gonna see what happens. Primo's jelly head, extra long, full turkey choke. 3.5 inch turkey load. The biggest load that this gun will take. I don't see a hole up there, and these things aren't fun to shoot. Let's go check it out. So yeah, did kind of what I expected, just kind of peppered all around it. I was hoping that with this turkey choke I could get it concentrated enough to just blow through just a little bit, but no such luck. So now 12 gauge couldn't make it, so we're gonna go with speed. We're gonna go with tiny speed, like a 5.56 62 grain FMJ. Let's try it out. 223 5.56 62 grain FMJ, full metal jacket for the uninformed. 50 yards. We moved back just a little bit, just because, you know, I've never shot 223 to a piece of concrete, and I don't know what the ricochet factor is. So let's try it. But just know, if I get hit with a ricochet, I expect some more subscribers. There we go. Finally, we're not through yet, but finally, we have what looks to be penetration. We are getting somewhere. This is just a 223 hole alone, okay? That's more surface area than these two combined. These were 2 holes, if you remember correctly. So, we're getting somewhere. So I think speed is definitely the way to go, even with concrete. I was a fool to even think otherwise. So, the fastest thing that I have is a 22-250. 55 grain VMAX. And I don't want to make any assumptions, but I'm hopeful. 22-250 is said to travel around 4,000 feet per second, with some companies claiming that it goes even further beyond. But will it be enough to break through the concrete? I don't know. I just don't know. By the way, we had a 243 up there, which is not as fast as the 22-250. And since I was up there, I forgot about the 243, and I already brought up the 22-250. So we're just gonna shoot the 22-250. This is a Ruger American rifle, custom paint job by yours truly. Take that as you will. I'm not saying I'm professional or anything. Some might even think that I'm quite the amateur. But 4,000 feet per second, which means when you're pulling the trigger, by the time it breaks, you count 1, and then just a little bit after that, your bullet's already at a mile. That's a lot of speed, a lot. But can it go through concrete? Let's find out. Woo! I saw sparks, which I think means that we hit rebar. And if we hit rebar, there is a chance that we went through the rebar. Let's go find out. Folks, the Ruger American rifle, 22-250. Probably top 3 for me as far as rounds go, okay? Not so much the Ruger American. I do love the Ruger American, but the 22-250 round is amazing. And I think it's fitting that it was the first one to make a clean hole all the way through, and a big one at that. Let's see, is that hot? No, it's not. So what I think happened is it shot, and that spark I saw was probably hitting this rebar, but it did not puncture the rebar. It's slightly bent, I think, but it did not like cut it or anything like that. Just punched right through that concrete. Magnificent round. But this was already hit by 2 different rounds. So to make it fair, we're gonna shoot right there, okay? So that way there's no constituencies out there saying that it only went through because of the weakened area. We're going to shoot at the solid part. Let's do it. All right, folks, take 2, same round, same gun, and hopefully same puncture. Let's try it. I don't know. So I hit right here, and it did cause enough energy within the surface area that it hit where it broke this block right apart, but it did not go through. So I almost want to give it one more shot, but it's getting late, and I've got a gun that I'm pretty sure will go through. So I'll tell you what, we will shoot it. Not this. We'll shoot the next gun, and if it does not go through, we'll come back and we'll shoot this again. If it does go through, it's just going to have to be named the winner, because nothing else has gone through legally. That one was cheating. I wasn't intentionally cheating, but it was cheating nonetheless. So let's move on to the biggest gun that I have in my possession, the .338 Winchester Magnum. All right, guys, this is the Howa Model 1500 chambered in .338 Winchester Magnum. I've got a 4x16 Vortex scope on here. This is my reach out and touch 'em gun. If something's a long way away and I gotta send something that'll kill it, I'm using this .338 Win Mag. This is like the elk gun of Northern America. It's up there with the .300 Weatherby Magnum. I would say it even surpasses the .300 Weatherby Magnum. That's the debate for another day. This is a 22-250. Okay. This is the .338 Win Mag compared to the 22-250. Here, I'll get a little closer so y'all can see it. So, if this block has any chance of All right, guys, let's just pan. Holy goodness, look at that hole. I mean, holy goodness. Okay, now before I get too excited, that was around the same spot as the 22-250 hole and the other 2 rounds that were already there before the 22-250. So I know what I'm going to do. We're going to take this block and we're just going to forget it. It's held up nicely. It's done its job. We're going to take this block and it's going to be all up to a 338 Win Mag to punch through it. This is a solid block, has not been messed with. There's no rounds in it. There's no cracks. I'm confident that it'll still go through, but I'm also a little nervous, not gonna lie. Try it out. Same gun, same round, different block. We're gonna aim right for the center, and we're gonna hope for the best. This might be the only gun that goes through it today, which is disappointing on one hand, but I love this gun, so I'll let it have it. She's been good to me. All right, here we go. We did it. We did it. It took us literally every gun that we had and every round of ammunition that I had for the 338 Win Mag, because boxes of ammo for that thing are like 80 bucks, but we got it. Brand new block, brand new. From the same block as that, actually. They were split in half, right at the rebar. So this is also 1.5 inch rebar reinforced concrete block. And the 338 Winchester Magnum punched right through it. So let me tell you something, folks. If somebody is coming after you with anything less than a 338 Winchester Magnum, as long as you can find something like that, you might make it through the day. That's a big might. That's a big might. Don't just go look for trouble and then dive behind concrete just because I said that. But this definitely didn't turn out the way I thought it would. I'm not disappointed, but definitely a little education today. And I think we're gonna do a bonus round. So the 223-556, very fast round. And when we shot that other block, it made it quite a ways. So I'm curious, how many times would I have to shoot the same spot in order to go through it? And then I realized that my curiosity could be cured because I've got 29 rounds of ammo left. And surely I can hit 29 times. Let's find out. All right, so we're about 40 yards. I've got the PSA AR-15, which, by the way, there will be a review on next week, next Sunday. I know the last video I said that I would probably do it this week, but then we decided to do this. So next week, and I haven't shot it enough to really do a review yet, guys. So next week, we'll do a review on this gun right here. But for right now, we're just gonna send rounds downrange, and we're gonna try to see if we can get through that concrete block with 29 rounds of ammunition. So, we're about 10, 11 yards from this target. And there's some small little concrete fragments. And then you get a little closer and you realize, oh my goodness, this stuff's everywhere. And it's getting bigger. And you think, where could this have come from? Well, I'll tell you where it came from, folks. It came from this block, or what used to be that block. So, it seems to me that if you have a 338 Win Mag, you should send one through first. And then just unload the AR-15 if you ever have to get through the concrete structure that is 1.5 inches thick, rebar reinforced. And you know, this isn't huge rebar, but it is rebar. Okay? It holds that stuff together very well. But we have proven today that through technology and science and the old never give up attitude, that you can in fact get through 1.5 inch rebar reinforced concrete, either with heavy firepower or a lot of small firepowers. Guys, this has been Coop with Brothers in Arms, and I don't think I've ever had this much fun doing a video. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you're not yet, please follow our Instagram. Have a great day.